Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great day. Take a look at this delicious cheddar jalapeno dip. It's nice and creamy and made with true cheddar cheese. Oh, it's great. Let me show you how to make it. You start by grating about 8 ounces of seriously sharp white cheddar cheese. We're going to use the whole block. So you just grate it up, and we want to add to that some cornstarch. Half a teaspoon of cornstarch. Just sprinkle it across the top. And then you want to give it a gentle toss. And we're going to leave that out and let it begin to come to room temperature. Next, we want to dice up a quarter of an onion. Get it diced nice and fine, about like that. And then we want to dice up some pickled jalapeno peppers. And this is according to taste. I'm doing about this much, about a third of a cup, a little less than a third of a cup of diced jalapenos. And then I'm going to also add a tablespoon of picante sauce. We get our saucepan, and on low heat we want to add 1 tablespoon of butter, regular salted butter. Next comes the onions. Just saute them till they start to soften. Go ahead and get a tablespoon of flour ready, and as these cook on a very low heat, we want to keep the heat low, add a little pinch of salt, and once they begin to soften, go ahead and put your tablespoon of flour on top. And then you want to mix it in and stir it for about 45 seconds to a minute. And once you've done that, you want to go ahead and pour in 1 cup of milk, regular whole milk. Just like that. And then stir it all up. Make sure you get down at the bottom of the pan, get everything incorporated, and then you want to add the jalapenos and the picante sauce. Now the trick to this is you don't want to get it too hot. You're not wanting to bring it to a simmer. Don't allow it to go to a simmer. You just want it to get warm enough to melt the cheese. And then you want to add a little bit of cumin and a little sprinkle of garlic powder and stir that in, making sure the fire underneath is just about as low as you can get it. And then you begin to slowly add the cheese, and it should melt. If it doesn't melt right away, then stop. What most people do wrong here is they have the heat up too high. You want it very low, you want it nowhere near a simmer, and it doesn't take a lot of heat to melt the cheese. And just gradually add in the cheese, little by little, and it should just dissolve and liquefy, just like you see it doing here. Eventually you'll add the entire 8 ounces, and it should be nice and smooth and creamy, just like this. Wonderful. Turn the heat off and just stir it a little bit longer, and then it's ready. We'll just pour it into this dish. And it's going to thicken a little as it cools. But this is some of the most flavorful cheese dip you'll ever taste. Take a look at this. 8 ounces of white cheddar cheese. You can try it with other kinds of cheese, but I recommend cheddar. It's great. Just take a look at that. Outstanding. No processed cheese here. This is the real deal. Smooth and creamy and full of flavor. This is some of the best cheese dip I've ever had, and I really recommend it. I hope you give it a try. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye now.